perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Mahomes now on first down. He finds Robinson, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's complete. Tyler Boyd, 38 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Robinson, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route? Letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's Mahomes again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9. Mixon with it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2.
Now it's Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Let's go, Rule 80! Tight down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Easy. Yellow.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now he's forced out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 22, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Gray. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals set to take over. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Burrow. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hardman to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now they run with Mixon, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free for a loss of a yard.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open man is Chase, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run here with Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now here comes Kansas City. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
I'm one, right?
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
One, right? 53, check 53.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
I'm coming back.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Come on now, let's do this.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on, fellas.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
15.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 39, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Able to slither, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13, big 13.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Come on, ready?
On 2nd and 9, Burrow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 41, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
I'm one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Mixon with a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Here we go. 180.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
1-1, ready?
From midfield now, Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Higgins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On 2, ready?
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On point, ready?
Now Joe Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On second down, here's Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Come on, time to play. Give us all. Give us all. Way to work, baby. Way to work. Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Attack, attack, attack.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Logan Wilson
Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Yellow. Texas, tackle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. The return man, Wilson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st down. Here's Burrow. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 69 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Mahomes. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes to throw it. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Burrow.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Second and 8.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked
on Evan McPherson.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.